Yo, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video with your host Kenkukun. And we have Lr Caulifla and Kale. I got very lucky on the ticket summons. I'm not sure how they're going to perform at 55%, but I'm here on a team to test them. We put them on Hit's team. We're able to get Super Saiyan 4 King Kong and Glorio. Now, I had to choose between either getting more support for the team or bringing in an orb changer. So I decided to just bring more support and see what they look like without orb changing next to them. So how do we want to start this up? Let's put her in slot 1. Caulifla, so a little bit of her passive. She has guaranteed dodge on the first attack directed at her. She has 20% damage reduction until with the first attack she actually takes, and then 40% damage reduction when she dodges. All right, for 6 turns and 120% to stats. So 60% damage reduction pretty much every, almost every turn. Yeah, no, it's every turn on the first hit. Now, that's not a lot of defense. Or sorry, well, that's not a lot of defense. Start of turn defense, 177,000. Let's go ahead and just, do what we can do. Let's see. It doesn't look like... Well, maybe I could have gotten an 18 key super. Was Glorio? Yeah, he gives +1. Yeah. If I would have given her the other key. All right, that's fine. All right, she dodged the normal and took the normal. So she does get dodge chance on her 18 key super for 3 turns. That's one of the more important things about Caulifla, right? Now, you can keep Caulifla around for the majority of the fight and just keep her in slot 2. It's fine. You can run Kale in slot 2. It's fine. Having someone that's going to link well with them is the challenge, especially for Kale. Kale's start of turn defense is everything, because the only defensive part of her passive is her key meter. She gets 66% defense. So at 24 key, you know, for every key meter, she's getting 66% defense. So her start of turn defense is the only thing that matters next to, you know, does she have 24 key or not? Not orbs, just a key, like 24 key, or as close to it as possible. That's why I was like, man, do I put an orb changer on the team, which would have been like super easy a tech cell, which wouldn't have been great for the team because he wants to fight super class enemies and we're fighting extreme class enemies right here. So I'm like, let's just give, you know, let's put Glorio on the team. Glorio is a big asset to the team with the 50% support for 3 turns. Pretty powerful. Now, I don't have enough units to run Universe 6, nor would I even want to run Universe 6 at all. Like, there's just no reason, no good reason for me to do it. But we're going to be skipping around. We'll skip around until we get to Caulifla again. Yeah. So we're just going to do a lot of cuts. All right. So here is her second turn. Oh, wow. 804,000. A pretty high start of turn for Caulifla. She's not even fully built up, is she? So she does build up. She wants to attack 4 times to get an extra build up here. Just 3. Interesting. Oh, we're in the second phase. This is scary. She could just outright get obliterated. I guess I could have gave her 24 key, I suppose. Didn't even cross my mind. All right, let's go. 800,000 start of turn defense is pretty powerful. All right, there's a normal. Okay, lucky not a super. All right, now we didn't give her an 18 key super last time, so on her 18 key super, she gets 26% chance to dodge for 3 turns. On her 12 key, she gets 6% chance to dodge, and then 6% chance to crit, right? So in slot 2, you could see her looking at 70% chance to dodge, which is pretty powerful. Oh, nice. Lucky us. That 26, that 32% chance to dodge really kicked in good right there. My goodness. Hit, are we transforming next time we see you or no? Probably not. Kind of wish Hit supported the team or orb change or something. When I run leaders and then I end up running them in like a floating position, which Hit is one of the better floating position candidates, right? Because his links are, you know, his link set is just so awkward if he's not linking with himself on his own team. Or God Goku and Hit. I would love it if they supported. Glorio's one of the best leaders that has ever come out. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need to get... Wait, what? The heck? Yeah, okay. I need to get Kefla out of here. Ooh, okay. So we're going to be missing that 2-turn support here in 2 seconds. Alright. She wants 6 key spheres all the time, but I'm going to go ahead and cut and we'll be back. Alrighty, we are back. Okay, cool. We can get one of the hits transformed. Awesome. I forgot I had animations turned on. That's right, Hit. No, they're both relatively good defensively. How many super attacks has the friend done? 4? Yeah, we can float him. He'll transform next time anyway. All right, Caulifla. They're one at the perfect. This is like prime, you know, prime real estate right here. All right. So let's go ahead and look over Caulifla's 603,000 starter turn. This is with no support. Glorio's not supporting because he wasn't in slot 3. Because I floated Kefla instead. And we don't have Super Saiyan 4 support up yet. So this is just raw. This is just raw Caulifla at 55%. So let's go ahead and take a look at her passive because next turn we're going to go into Kale. So, you know, she raises attack and defense for 1 turn on her 12 key. Greatly raises attack and defense on her 18 key. That's where the majority of her defense is coming from. Oops. Where's passive? Please. Thank you. Bam. So she launches an attack with a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. Can evade an enemy's attack guaranteed for the first attack. Here's the damage reduction. On the first hit she takes, like the one that connects, she'll have 20% extra damage reduction. 120 to stats, 40% extra damage reduction after evading an attack. And an additional super attack for 6 turns, by the way. I forget about that. So that's, we have a super and then 1, 2, and then the hidden potential, if you have any. Once she attacks 4 times, she builds up her key from 2 plus 2 to 6, 40% to stats up to 120. At 23 key spheres obtained, she guarantees dodges. And then on the 6th turn, she can swap with Kale going forward, back and forth. And then she will make the whole board physical orbs once. I do have some defensive equips on her. A bronze and silver. You can get these free defensive equips from the Warriors of Universe 6 Assemble Story mission, all right, in the events tab under the story columns. All right, let's take the turn. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Well, I mean, we know what's gonna happen. She's gonna dodge and then she's gonna attack. Now, this next turn we see her, we'll see what Caulifla would have looked like with like a better start of turn because we would have Super Saiyan 4 up and we would have Glorio up. I don't know. I think her passive from dodging, I don't know if that resets at all. Like, so it'll be turn 7. Does she have to, so like, you know, we dodged and then we get, you know, the 120% to stats, 40% damage reduction and guaranteed super, right? For 6 turns. I don't know if that's okay. So on turn 3, if we dodge, it just resets the counter for 6 more turns. I would love for it to work that way. That way, you know, we could always see like her maximum start of turn, but usually they don't work that way. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to expect from it. I believe there's only a 1 attack in slot 3, so if we triple super, we're gonna... Yep, we're gonna delete that action back there. Good, good. Now, I do have the Scouter. We're gonna pop the Scouter next turn. The Scouter is only here to make sure we can put Kale in front of the super attack. She has to be able to tank this. I have the calculator pulled up to calculate the damage numbers. Now, it's this guy, I'm not too worried about him. He's a 2.8 million super attack boss. If Kale can't tank that, you know, she's garbage. Like, complete garbage. Alright, let's go ahead and get King Kong out. I will be back to Caulifla's turn. Alright.
Let's go, Kale! You don't need to hold back your power for my sake. Fight with everything you've got! You bet! Let's do this!
Alrighty, so we are turn 6. Now this is going to be one of the more awkward turns because... Oh, there's the super attack. Alright, never mind. I was going to say we need to make sure Kale takes the super attack, right? So there are 2 active skill effects. One gives attack and one gives defense. Since I plan on using Kale in slot 1, well, this one gives attack and defense 16%. Because I plan on using Kale in slot 1, I want to use Caulifla's active skill. Kale's, on the other hand, just gives Ki +6 and attack 40% for the rest of the fight, which is still good. However, remember, her defense is the most important thing that matters. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at her start of turn defense before I do anything else. This is with Glorio and Super Saiyan 4. 298,000. All right, a little bit low. Now we are getting.
Friends have to stick together. If you stay with me, we can do this. Right? Trying to show off by going ultra super, huh? Well, I'm not letting you outshine me.
All right. Let's take a look over here now. 345,000. Now she's getting no defense from her links yet. We don't have. She would get 6% here and 7% here. At level 10, but since it's level 1, she has nothing. All right, so we're gonna calculate the defense. I mean, there's no surprises here. It's very easy to calculate this character's defense. Where is what is this boss doing? 4.2 million or 4.5 million. All right. So Kale's defense is 0.66 times 24 key, right? Like 24 key meters, right? 15.84 times whatever her start of turn defense is. 3, 4, 5, 9, 696. 696. 5.4 million at 55%. As long as you have a full 24 key, right? Now, this... Okay, cool. I was going to say, this is the scary part, because Caulifla could very well die, but we got lucky. And I don't need to use Hit's active skill. All we need to see is Kale tank the super attack. At 5.4 million defense, 55% against a 4.2 million super attack. This is double digits, clean, which is very impressive. We're going to show one more turn because the next turn is going to matter. Her next turn matters. We're not going to have a field of orbs. We may not even get 24 key. In fact, I'm going to shoot for just 18 key and see what her defense is going to look like then. I think that's going to be a very important defensive number. This is with a lot of support next to her. Like, this is with a lot of support on the team. She's getting 44% defense from Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and she's getting 50% defense from Glorio. So there's a lot of defense that Kale has right now. Man, an orb changer would have been so good for this team. If anybody made orbs on this team regularly, that would have been so good. Woohoo! Hey, at least she ate the normal. All right, we're going to go ahead and cut, and we'll be back, and we'll see one more turn from Kale, and we'll shoot for like an 18-key super, see what happens. Alrighty, we are back. Perfect. Okay, start of turn defense, 296. That's because Glorio's support has not kicked in until the turn starts. We can get exactly an 18 key. I forgot to pop the scouter. I have no clue where the super attack is. We're just hoping it's slot 1. All right. Okay, 19 key. All right, let's see. Can she tank it? Double digits. Okay, it's the Holy Light Grenade again. I think they'll lower his HP. He'll launch the other double digits. Nice. He'll launch the other super attack, which is a 4 point. Maybe we'll come back. Yeah, we'll actually go until we get him low enough to see that. It's a 4.8 million super attack. No, wrong one. It's a 4.5 with a 30% attack up and 40% up when HP is 40% or less. I don't think she would survive that, which is, you know, it's important. I mean, if she can tank a 5 million super attack, that's good. Like a 5, maybe like a 5.5 million super attack, that's good. But, you know, when bosses are pushing 6 million or more, at 55%, you know, that's when it matters a lot. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and cut one more time, and we'll come back when this guy's HP is lower and I start seeing him use the other super attack. All right, we're back. Oh, look at the super attack. All right, let's see. Nice. 24 key. All right. Grade 8 Vegeta took a lot of damage last turn. I don't think we're going to survive this. Now, we have about 750,000 HP, so if we take a number anywhere under 750,000, I'm going to say 55% Kale is really good. Really good. Now, if we die, I'm going to say she's pretty good because some of the end game bosses of the red zone are going to obliterate her and slap. No way. Whoa! Whoa! Wow. What? Am I crazy? He's got the attack up and everything. What the heck? That was impressive, man. What the heck? That was a 4.5 million super attack. Supposed to be 30%. Kefla. yeah, that looks about right. 2 million from the normal. Sounds about right. That's crazy. And then 40% attack up. That's crazy. Does that not apply to the super attack? Like, there's no way. That should have been a... Man, that should have nearly been a 9 million super attack. 70% of that. That should have been like a 6 to 7. Somewhere around there. That's pretty good. I mean, that's... Hey, man. Pretty good. According to the wiki, that was a 4.5 million super attack with 30% attack up on the super. 40% attack up because they were lower than 40% HP. And Kale double-digit tanked it. Yep. It's pretty good at 55%. With that said, I'm out of here, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Caulifla and Kale. Did you get her? I know some of you did, some of you didn't. I would not spend stones on the banner because the global Dokkan celebration's right around the corner. That's just my opinion. I know I'm going to save my stones. I'm actually super impressed with their at 55%. I'm shocked. I'm out of here. Enjoy your night, evening, morning, whatever it may be, and I will see you next time.